Cooper Lake State Park, the South Sulfur Unit. Okay, so there's a big road closed sign. Apparently because of all the heavy rain that we've had the last couple of nights. The guy just pulled up beside me and told me, yeah, you can make it, don't worry about it. There's some water on the road, but you'll be alright. God, I hope he's correct. Because I see water on the road. Had to go slow. This is rather nerve-wracking. Wasn't quite so bad, but still. Okay, so that was my first really serious stress-inducing moment in the Vesta. Not knowing what I was driving into. Maybe that will limit the number of people coming to the state park. To Cooper Lake State Park, the South Sulfur Unit. Here we are. Just a beautiful park, man. I think it's going to be in my top 5. We're in site number 10. The site number 10 has got a couple of advantages and a couple of detractors. So let's get to it. First off, you can see the front wheels are way off the ground. So that tells me we've got quite a bit of slope running back to the road. It is a 30/50 and water. And I'm back right into the thorn bush there. That sucker's got some serious thorns on it. That's one of the detractors. I backed into those thorns and they got me good on the back. All right, it is a sloped site, but they've terraced it so that it's a little easier for the navigation part of it. It is a concrete pad, but it's just wide enough for the RV to sit on. This is all gravel. I have a table, fire ring, and a lantern pole. And there's what it looks like from over here. Quite a bit of slope on running actually this way. So the slope is running that way and that way. All right, with that being said, one of the big advantages is water access. Of course, it rained real heavy the last couple of days. And as you saw in the footage, I actually had to drive through some water running over the road. Fortunately, it wasn't too deep. That would have been bad. But a guy driving a little Toyota Corolla pulled up and he said, "Oh, you can make it. I just came through there. It's not that big a deal." And I said, "That's what I'm talking about right there. Come right on down to the water." There we go. It's awfully muddy though. I'm not sure what that's going to do to the fishing. This lake has been really high in the past. See all the driftwood right here? At one point this was actually underwater. So, but it's not now. If the wind dies down this evening or in the morning, I'm gonna be fishing right here. Good place to bank fish. Plenty of open space. And of course, they've got fishing over that way, and we're gonna get on the scooter and head over there and check that out. The fishing pier setup. But I'm gonna go eat some lunch right now. Here in the Vesta, I just ordered something. It's called the RV Bug Stop. About to do an install on that, and we'll see how well it works. Stay tuned. All right, getting ready to go do a preliminary scooter run. Kind of plan out my run that I'm going to do tomorrow. But anyway, we're standing here cooking some brats on the grill for lunch. I looked over here at this tree and I realized, that's not exactly what you want right next to your campsite hanging out of the tree. That, my friends, is poison ivy. If you're allergic to poison ivy, you sure do not want to set up camp in this campsite because it's all over the place. There's more of it right in there. You've been warned. Poison ivy right here. All right, just out here riding around on a scooter. I'm at the day use, one of the day use areas. think this is the fishing pier that I can see from down by my campsite. Ooh, we got some little ones here. How are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. Hi.
Hi. Those are future Bob Barker fans. All right, so we can't even get out on it. That stinks. I'm here at Cooper Lake State Park. I'm actually at the really large parking lot for the boat ramp. And what caught my attention was the self-serve kayak and paddleboard rental station. And I saw this, they had a little card on the park map as I was coming in. So you could log on to their website or download the app, and you can rent a kayak or the paddleboard so you don't have to bring your own with you. I think that's pretty cool. I think we're gonna go check out this, see about going over there and exploring the day use area. I'm over here at the day use area, Cooper Lake State Park, South Sulfur unit. Really windy today. Y'all catching any fish? Nothing. So that's the swimming area there. The playground. State Park, South Sulfur unit. Just out riding around on the scooter, checking things out, and I wanted to share this with y'all. They actually have some really nice cabins out here. I've been here once before, several years ago. We actually stayed in one of these cabins. Now, I don't have a key, so we're not going to be able to look inside, but well, BB wouldn't be able to hang out with us because there's no pets. Don't know if you can see in there or not, but it looks right out on the water. And it's ADA accessible. How about that? Out here at Cooper Lake State Park, if you don't want to get into a cabin, you want to be a little more outdoorsy, you can rent a screen shelter. And that's, you know, the next step up from sleeping in a tent. And if you don't have an RV, screen shelter is a good option. Let's check this out. You know, there's not a whole lot of going on in here, but keeps the bugs off of you, keeps the rain off of you. Sometimes those are important things when you're camping. Keep the bugs off, keep the rain off. All right, I've been talking to Mr. David Morris, who came out here. I gave him a heads up that I was coming out here to Cooper Lake State Park. He's just caught up with me. That's kind of cool. But he's setting up his rig, and as soon as it's set up, I'm gonna see if he'll let me shoot a video, because it's really cool. Meanwhile, I saw this. This is right by his camp. Soggy and wet as it is, I think technically I'm not supposed to be down here. Once again, Bob Barker's breaking the law. I passed the barricade. I'm doing this just for you guys. I'm risking my freedom to get the footage. Hey, now this is kind of cool. I see I wouldn't be able to get the scooter up over that anyway. This is not handicap friendly from this side, but it is from the other side. So I'll have to come in from that side on the scooter. Why? I don't know. We're here. I bet this is a good crappie fishing. I bet there's some crappie in this water. Got the lights. Got it all finished, all set up. He got it all cleaned up so we can put it on YouTube now. There's his mansion on wheels. So it weighs, what'd you say it weighs, David? About 1,000?
Yes, sir.
About 1,000 pounds. This thing is just, it's just too cool. You want to go off-road, man. Look at the clearance. That is definitely designed to be towed out into the boonies. And Mr. Morris said he likes to get away from it all, so this will allow him the option to do that. It's got a Smitty built tent on top of it. I have seen these driving around, but I haven't had the opportunity to stick a camera in one. How long does it typically take you to set it up?
Probably about, I get going my way, probably about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
I get better.
That's almost as fast as setting up the Vesta. All right, so we're at Cooper Lake State Park, site number 10. Site number 10 has a drawback in that, as you can see, the western sun cuts right across the patio, and no matter how much shade structure you have, you're not gonna have enough. They actually have a self-serve firewood station, similar to others that we've seen. Johnson Branch State Park, they had 2. So it's just like what we saw at Johnson Branch State Park. Good morning, all you vagabobs. Well, it is Saturday morning out here at Cooper Lake State Park. And of course, that means breakfast. Check out what we're having. You know it. Bacon and eggs, baby. That's actually thick cut bacon from the Honey Baked Ham store. Sweet cured thick cut bacon from the Honey Baked Ham store. It is meat candy. Yeah, man. White-tailed doe. We are set up out at Cooper Lake State Park, South Sulfur unit. We decided to just take a little drive and cruise around and see what's going on out in this part of Texas. And we have arrived in the town, the little hamlet of Cooper, Texas. And right here in the middle of town, we have a gazebo. Cooper is a community of just over 1,000 people. And this is downtown Cooper. Actually seems to be a little more active than most small Texas towns these days. A couple of places to eat, a hardware shop. Nice, cool little town. Cooper, Texas. So if you're out this way, stop in and pay a visit. Well, we've been journeying around out here by Cooper Lake State Park. Went into the town of Cooper on our way over to the north side of the lake to Doctor's Creek Unit. And when making my reservations for my visit to Cooper Lake State Park, it was abundantly clear that no reservations were allowed due to flooding. But I thought, well, maybe the parts of the park were open. But as you can see, area closed due to flooding conditions. So we will not be visiting the Doctor's Creek Unit on this trip. So that means we'll have to have another trip up this way. All right, we're coming to the end of the day, Saturday, out here at Cooper Lake State Park. It's been a full day of riding around, checking things out on the scooter. And this morning, the pack and I, Yappy the pack and I, went into the town of Cooper. Tried to check out the Doctor's Creek Unit. No success. Spent a little time hanging out with super fan, Bob Barker RV guy, super fan. David, shout out to you, man. I'm digging that little trailer rig that you got. Enjoyed hanging out with you here at Cooper Lake State Park. Look forward to doing it again on another day. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to cook a ribeye. Got some taters on the grill. So we're having potatoes, asparagus, and steak for supper. Cooper Lake State Park. That's a way to wrap up a camping trip right there. Well, we're wrapping it up here at Cooper Lake State Park. Pretty well all packed up. Ready to head back into civilization. We're gonna find a car wash on our way. We gotta wash the Vesta. It's kind of dirty. After going through the low water crossing, I've had mud dropping off the undercarriage the last couple days. Before we get on the road, I do want to touch on the other day, before we left, installed the RV bug stop. And what I found is sometimes you got to sand this part of it down a little bit, but it works good. Of course, we didn't have too many bugs to contend with on this trip, but it does a good job of closing a little hatch. If you've enjoyed our visit to Cooper Lake State Park, hey, give me one of those thumbs up. If you thought it could use some improvement, well, you can give me one of those thumbs down. I'm okay with either one. Really prefer the thumbs up. If you do the thumbs down thing, hey, put a comment down there. Let me know what I can do to improve. And most important, click on that subscribe button down there. Help us get to 9,000 subscribers 2018. Appreciate you. You guys have a great day.